First, the good news. In March, we suggested that banks would likely benefit from increases in net interest income due to rising interest rates. In May, we provided an update showing that it was trending up at North America's biggest banks and dug into bank earnings conference calls on the subject. And in July, the net interest income story continues to play out, with all the major banks reporting robust, if not record, increases. It makes sense given that the Fed has stuck to its game plan. Now, the potentially bad news. Let's use JP Morgan's recent earnings report to illustrate. The bank's lending activity remains strong, with net interest income up 19%, thanks largely to rising interest rates. Even with this anticipated good news, JPM stock took a beating on the report because it missed estimates on revenue and profit. It missed because regulators are making big banks set aside more money to cover the potential for loan defaults. This is primarily due to a gloomy economic outlook, including a possible recession. So on one hand, JPM CEO Jamie Dimon had good things to say about the health of the U.S. consumer on the company's earnings call, saying consumers are in good shape and spending money. They have more income. Jobs are plentiful. But he went on to say that when you have recessions, it affects consumer income and credit. Dimon says even if consumers get into trouble, JPM will be okay, as it has taken the safeguards to protect itself against defaults. Other banks, particularly Wells Fargo, report similar situations. Banks might be okay, however, this isn't necessarily the case for many consumers. Dimon's subtle warning, the need for increased reserves, and the spending growing faster than incomes line tips us off, along with hard data from the Fed. In May, revolving consumer credit hit another record of more than $1.1 trillion. Part of the reason for this is the increased cost of just about everything, particularly gas, energy, and groceries. While the big banks might be prepared to weather this storm, it remains to be seen if the average consumer is. Are they playing chicken with their finances and about to get behind on their credit card bills? Or will they continue to remain healthy even in light of the continued and emerging economic threats? The bottom line is this: you can use the public information banks provide to get a sense of not only how well they're positioned, but how consumers are faring now and how they might fare in the future. To this end, you can listen to company conference calls in just about any sector to get a read on the specific company, as well as macroeconomic situations they're tuned into.